All right, so this is a long line method that I like to use with dogs, and I prefer it with the e-collar, not the prong. I never use an E with a prong. So I wanted to show this. So this is what I'll start to do. I'm going to start tapping him. Atticus has so much training, especially if he's on the pinch. So if he's on the prong, he's super well mannered for me. Once that goes away and he has room, it's not enough to hold him and heel, right? So every time I lose focus, I'm going away and the e-collar comes on. And we've done this a couple times. We haven't done it at this park. And so he's getting a little bit sillier at the park. But I kind of let them work that out. But I start fading away and start tapping. So a couple things he wants to do. Obviously, he wants to go mark, be silly, sniff. But I want him dialed in a little bit more on the heel. So we want his brain. Good boy, buddy. Making him think a little bit more. He could be like down to a 3 and up to about a 10 or a 12, just depending on level wise. We're on an 11 right now, but we could probably even come down to like a 9. So right there, I lost him. And I start stepping away until he's in position. And sometimes I really lose him and he takes the whole leash. This thing's long. Good boy. Right there, I've lost him. Good. Just really tightening up the heel. And then we're going to start throwing harder stuff at him this week, like food on the ground, dogs, that kind of thing. But I'll lose him even just with smells. So that's what I'm going to really work on the next day or two. Oops, I almost tripped. Good boy, right there. Lost him. Button. I want him to start, and he'd start to just guess. He's like, do you want me to sit? Do you want me to lay down? What do you want me to do? Because he's not dialed in. He's just guessing. There you are, buddy. So it's more responsibility on him to maintain this than it is on me to hold him in position. Good job, dude. Everybody teaches this a little bit differently, and this is just a method I've learned at a couple different seminars, especially when a dog is far enough along like he is in training. The dog didn't know. Good job. Now he's like, okay, I'll do it. Good boy, buddy. Good job. We're down to a 4. So working him down. It's not uncommon to come out to a new spot and get high. You know, he's excited to be here. But I want him to work down a little bit. That's almost like a barometer for me. If you're high on stem, good boy, then you're excited. That's not the goal to keep them there. The goal is to work them down. Good boy. But I like moving my body so that the e-collar comes on somewhat out of this little pocket, out of my space. So he feels relief of pressure right here. So that's why I do a little tap here. I'm just still on the 4. Good. And I relieve the pressure when he starts making the journey back. So my prong can sometimes be great is because it's so short. Like he you know, the pressure comes on a little bit quickly. This one I'm kind of like trying to ignore it. So now I'm going to the red button, which is going to hold it down. Still on the 4. I'm going to work on this so he's like not learning that if I just scratch at it, it's going to go away. The only way that it goes away is if you heel with me, buddy. Good job, buddy. Good boy. And when they're with me, I like to do a pat on the chest, but if he gets silly, I leave. So he's like, I'm not on the prong, I'm going to be silly. Good. So I stepped away. Let's try that again. Good. That's better. Heel. Good job, my friend. Good. So just working it from a different angle. Just applying the pressure a little bit differently. And it's pretty low. It's not crazy pressure, so sometimes he feels like he can outlast it. but eventually it's annoying enough. He'll come into position. Good boy. It's a happy guy.